30 minutes in the front.
Leon, what was said in the locker room after the first period? You were down 3-0.
We've been there before, and we got lots of time. Obviously, you want to put a period like that behind yourself, and not dwell on that. So, but we had a good meeting, and obviously came out really strong and gave ourselves a chance.
Leon, how would you evaluate the way Jack came in and put a safety net?
Yeah, really good, really good. Not an easy situation. Hasn't been an easy year for him, but the way he showed up tonight was really great, and we're very fortunate to have him.
Zach, I want to ask you. You know, the theme this morning or yesterday was we're going to keep hitting this rock and it's going to split eventually. Yourself and Evander Kane had been pounding on that rock pretty good for 4 games, and he scores the end of regulation, and you get your first big one here in overtime. Did the patience, I guess, pay off?
Yeah, it's funny, playoff hockey, obviously, you've got a short period of time to make an impact, or else you're not going to be playing for a long, right? So you don't score every game in hockey, and you just got to keep shooting, keep taking to the net, trying to get the puck back. They're a good defensive team. They play tight, they play hard, and you got to make. We've got a lot of chances against our parent.
Zach, over here, does this feel like, as the series progresses here, does this feel like 2 heavyweights that are just throwing punches, and it's going 12 rounds, 15? Feel that way?
Well, I mean, 3 overtime games, right? So, and then the other one was tight down the wire. Not much space. Obviously, 2 good teams, 2 good power plays too. Right? There's a lot of special teams goals. So, yeah, it's what was expected going in. I think everybody thought this was going to be a tough series. Nobody thought it was going to be easy one, and now it's best of 3.
It's just Leon. The overtime record wasn't great coming in here. I think it was 1-10 in the last 11. You guys do something different, or is that just the way sometimes the ball bounces and just the way it was?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't put yourself on a kill. That's what happened the last 2. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but sticks down, move our legs. Thought we did a good job.
Leon, I suspect you'd rather not be down 3 goals after 1 period, but what can passing the first biggest test of this series do for this team going ahead?
Well, first of all, I think they're all big tests, but this one was really big. In that moment, it was massive for a group. So I thought we responded really well. It's not an easy team to come back against, especially when they have the lead. And I thought we just came in waves in the second period and then put ourselves back in it.
Zach, I just wondered, you had a couple guys kind of see their minutes reduced, a couple guys have their minutes bumped up. Obviously, the goaltending switch too. What does this say about kind of the team that you maybe have this year and the types of contributions you can get from up and down the lineup?
Yeah, we have a ton of depth at all positions, and obviously, first and foremost, the goaltending position, we have 2 great goalies, and Sue coming in and giving us a spark was huge. And all throughout our lineup, we've had contributions in the series from guys up and down the lineup.
You've been in a lot of playoff series, and we follow them inch by inch. The fans were mad in Edmonton at the referees. They didn't like this call. They didn't like that call. Tonight, I'm not saying you got all the breaks, but maybe the worm turned a little bit your way tonight. You didn't, you weren't relying on referees maybe the way you had been. Is this just what happens in hockey series? Does the ebb always flow back at some point?
There's a lot of momentum swings. I think that's what playoff hockey is. The nature of playoff hockey. The game today, they're up 3-0, and we tie it up. Right? That's playoff hockey, and the refs, the calls, the bounces are all part of that. Right? Those things, some things you can't control, right? And you have to give yourself the best opportunity, put yourself in the best position that you don't need to worry about those bounces as much.
Leon, a little bit of a 2-part question here. You guys use the word resilient to describe your group, but to do it on the biggest stage of your season right now, what does it say about the character in that locker room and how tight the bond is in that locker room?
It says a lot. I think we showed that tonight. I think we've shown that all year, that we love playing with each other, and you know, we are a very, very resilient group, and we're not going to quit ever, no matter what. So I'm really proud of the guys, but you know, that's only two. It's first and four. So yeah, move on.
Zach, just on a game-winning goal, what did you see on the rush up ones?
Just a great breakout pass from Bush from behind the net to kind of spring me. I think we caught him on a line change, and then I was looking, you know, for, I think it was a half 2-on-1 type of deal, and I was looking for the pass a little bit, and then as I crept in, it turned into a grade A scoring chance, and you know, you just got to put as many pucks in it as you can. So I was able to get it up and over, and I think went through him, and that was the game.
Take one more in English and one in German, please.
Yeah, it's Zach, sorry, just over here. I know you're a team guy who likes to talk about the team above all, but where does this goal rank in terms of your career moments or the importance of that goal?
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, it's my first overtime playoff winner, so probably, you know, the most important goal in my career today.
You final one in German.
Ich habe dich am Freitag durch die Katakomben gesehen, trauriger kann kein Mensch sein irgendwie. Die Stimmung ist jetzt natürlich anders und ist so ein Spiel eins, das einen dann auch durch die Playoffs tragen kann.
Ja, absolut. Ich glaube, dass, ja, wie der Hyman gesagt hat, diese Momentum-Swings in den Playoffs einfach riesengroß sind. Und nach einem verlorenen Spiel ist man ja, traurig, man fühlt sich runtergezogen und ja, nach einem Sieg fühlt man sich irgendwie, als ob man ja das Momentum so ein bisschen auf seiner Seite hat. Also ja, wie er gesagt hat, sind enorm viele Momentum-Swings und ja, die Mannschaft, die das am besten ja, überbrückt oder ja, schafft damit umzugehen, wird wahrscheinlich am Ende gewinnen.
Okay, thanks, Dan.